This is the Clarence-Rockland Guide as we showcase local business owners in Clarence-Rockland. Farm fresh produce. It's available in Clarence-Rockland. Thanks to our next guest. It's Frederick. Welcome to the Clarence-Rockland Guide.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
So tell us more about your business in Bourget.
It's a innovative business that we really started. We developed a new way to grow fresh vegetable, salads and fine herbs and everything to be able to share it with the community.
What's the name of your business?
It's Minor Aqua Green Foods.
And how long have you been in business?
In 2 years, last 2 years, yeah.
Why did you decide to launch this business in Bourget?
I needed change. I need something else to be able to help my wife to get money and fresh food to be able to pay off for our new acquirement, which is the property that we just purchased, to be able to install a greenhouse, a 4-season greenhouse aquaculture farm, so I can provide the food.
And you have a retail location in Bourget.
Exactly. It's called Mag Store and More. There we can provide and sell our product, and doing the same thing. We have 33 producer all around locally that produce anything like ice cream, meat of all different kind of meat. You have the pasta and the sauce and everything, but everything is organic.
And that's all available at your store in Bourget?
Exact, correct.
How did you get into the food business, the produce business?
Because of the change, I was working in the construction before, and after that I changed. And in the internet, I saw when I was young, I was growing things with my grandmother and grandfather on an acre garden. But since I couldn't work the earth, I had the green thumb, so I said, okay, I'll do something else. I'll go innovative and see what's out there. So I saw the hydroponic, but the footprint of the hydroponic and the recycled part was not as what I wanted. So with the aquaculture, I could use the fish and the plants and reuse everything 100%. Not a drop out of the greenhouse goes unless wanted.
Isn't it interesting how in a lot of cases when you speak to a number of business owners, a lot of the business smarts started off when they were young and was handed down to them from someone else in their family? You mentioned your grandmother. Do you remember what she used to grow as a child, Frederick?
All kinds, like heirloom stuff, mostly, like the corn, the kale. You'll have the tomatoes, cucumbers, like pumpkin and watermelon, things like that. Green wax bean, the green beans, peppers. All kind of stuff, everything that grows from a little grain and the sparks of life in it, and after that in the earth or in the water gave the same thing. But the thing is, they're unique. The shelf life is probably short, but the thing is, it's organic. There's no pesticide, no chemicals in it, no GMO. They don't look alike, like a photo or a twin, which is it's not supposed to be like this. The nature is different. It's unique in any way. So with that is a closed system, which gives off good health, and even has some benefit for the health, medicine wild. Doing the cooking, you can with having the store have a lot of produce I can test and cook out of it, and use other person recipe, and even share that, mostly share. And so I don't have any ego. I'm open-minded. I want to see everyone. I want to hear everyone what they have to say. Even if it's a critic, it's constructive. There's always something good out of it. And the store is like that. It's not my store, it's the community store. They come there to get what they need and what they want and what they deserve.
You're helping out the community by giving them organic fruits, vegetables, what have you, but you're also helping out area businesses as well, farmers and what have you, that you get some of the produce from, correct?
Correct, yeah, exactly. Because right now they produce here, but they have to go in Ottawa downtown to be able to on the farmers market. But people from around here have to do the same thing, so it's a bit ironic, you know. Like you produce here, but you have to go out there to get their stuff. Now we said, okay, we'll do that. We'll help each other, and by putting it under one roof, and from there we'll just grow something. You know, we'll grow like. Link, connectivity, be able to share things, and even there, like propagate, like you know, the good to welcome other producers all around, and so the people can just eat locally, like in Prescott Russell.
And the fact that it's local and the fact that it's organic is very important to you. What do you think about people that will say a lot of health concerns, allergies, for example, they didn't exist 40, 50 years ago because back then we weren't putting as many chemicals on our produce as we are now?
Yeah, correct. That's it, exactly. We're saturated. It's too much. You know, right now we're at a point that you cannot add more because there's no space to add more. But the thing is, we can come back to the start and just the regular stuff. But a little bit more, not just a corporation that takes everything. No, we all grow something. We'll just grow everybody between, like each other, bring back all in the center, and after that, it's going to be organic, as it should be.
And you do notice a huge difference in taste.
Oh, the taste, the smell, the look, because it's not like, no, it's different. It's unique, and it's still alive. You can see the roots in there. No, how's it supposed to be? This is the roots. No, it's it's all live. It's fresh of nutriments, and it's full of it, and you can smell it, and it's.
So what were we looking at right there, Frederick? What did you just have out?
That was sweet basil, which is the first one that people likes because of the smell. Mm-hmm. You smell this. This is health. You smell health. This is what you need, and everybody needs that, and it's a pleasure to cook it with it. You can do, and it's a pleasure for me, and even a passion to grow it for them and for the people who wants it, that needs it. And after that, I use it myself, so I know it's okay. There's no chemical because I would kill my fish, so in that way, there's no cheating point. So I know it's organic.
Now, you said it would kill your fish. How do you have fish involved in this?
Yeah, okay, like I've got tables, floating tables with styrofoam, which house the little plants in there with the cubes before they grow too much. And after that, that water comes out from a container which contains the fish itself. So the fish does their poo in ammonia, and the ammonia, it's nutrients for the plants. So the water goes into the tables, the roots takes the uptake of the nutrient, and after that give it back clean to the fish. So everything is all done with beneficial bacteria combined with the cycle of life, which is a closed loop, as it should be.
And where did you learn how to do this? Is this a little trial and error too, and research and advice from others?
Okay, the trial was involved, but the error, I couldn't afford that because they didn't have the money at the time. So I went on the internet, did a lot of work, but focused on what went wrong. So if I can have a plan B, plan C for the troubleshooting part, I can only access in good result, and this is what happened. So it's only have to be open-minded, no ego in there, be able to listen to everyone and teach and learn and do everything, and this is what I get. You know, I get a result, and I want to give something back to for my kids instead of going like in money. I give them something in life for in their time, for the next generation. This is what I want to provide to them.
How many children do you have?
My wife and I, since we're in high school together, we have 4 kids. Our oldest one has 2 kids, 2 grandkids. So 28, going on 26, the third one going on 25, and the youngest one is 18. So 2 boys, 2 girls. I've got at least one on the 4 interested in there who's managing the store.
I was going to say, are your children involved?
Yeah, I've got one. The three others are involved in something more in the electronics and future, but they need to eat well so they know where to come. But after that, they're not the cooking style, but the thing is, they still once in a while pops in, get some fresh fruit, and because we had some strawberry too, but right now we're focusing more on the tomatoes and the cucumbers, the green peppers, wax bean, all inside, growing in mulch. So I can alternate. There's an alternative in there since the ground in the field is saturated. We need to work something out, and it's the mulch and the fish water just kind of refresh the earth. So I take that in the compost, mix that with the earth, and the earth comes back and enrich how it's supposed to be. So
Now, what about the color, for example? You mentioned tomatoes. Now, a lot of tomatoes that we would see in a grocery store filled with chemicals, but they're nice and bright.
yeah, the exterior,
When it comes to organic,
exactly.
can it still be just as pretty?
Yes, it can be as much as pretty inside and outside. Outside is always good looking, but the thing is, when you take a real strawberry from the grocery store and you cut it, it's all white in there. So that's chemical. That's poison. But if you take something from the field or from the aquaponic or hydroponic, which is no, you can see when you cut it, you can smell it, you can see the juice, the redness. Even in the tomato, you can see it's not hard inside, and you cannot almost have a fresh slice of tomato on your with juice and a little grain inside. So no, you can still add that, but the smell you'll have the smell with the organic, which you won't get it with the chemical type of what the grocery or the corporation are selling.
No, that's true. I've noticed it before where you go in, you purchase produce that has chemicals on it, really no smell. But when you are around anything that's organic, the smells will hit you depending on where you go to. I noticed
Exactly.
when we walked in the room, just before we started this segment, I could smell the herbs automatically almost outside of the door. You mentioned there's basil with us, right?
Yeah, there's basil, there's parsley, you've got kale. So all of them have a unique scent, but mixed together, it gives you you want to eat it. You almost you drool on it. It comes automatically, but you don't have that in the grocery.
No.
You can, unless it's organic grocery, but mostly, and it's not that pricey. But the thing is, you don't have middlemen, and usually you have one middleman. But in the corporation, you've got three mostly. One at the borders, two more like the bigger one, and after that sells to the young the smaller one. The smaller one goes and spread the poison everywhere. And after that, at the end, the organic, it's the 3 or 4 times what it should be. So that's a lie. No, it's not okay.
When it comes to gardening and planting fruits and vegetables, do you think kids nowadays are as excited about learning how to do that compared to when you were young?
Most of them, I would say, more curious about it. They will bend. But the thing is, where the kids are being socially raised. So as soon as the different part of being healthy, because they see all the sickness all around, they are not scared. They are just conscient of it could be happen to them, and they only may be in that way, so they want to eat health. And yes, they turn they kind of they have the tendency to go to the organic. This is what I can see. That I can see it because when the young guys or people comes to the store, I see mostly the little men. Your boys comes in and see that and get involved with their girlfriend. The girlfriend more in the produce, but the green stuff and it's the boy. They're getting more. They want to be healthy. They want to be there for their family. I know they want to provide, so they kind of thinking about that, which I would say in the past they were not like this, but right now the next millennium, yes, they're more open.
They want
open-minded.
healthy choices,
Yes,
right?
exactly. They have the choice because we're providing them solution and produce and product. This is, and to be honest on that, transparency of what they're going to buy.
What do you love growing the most? If you had to pick 2 or 3 items that you love growing the most, what would they be?
Fine herbs. The fine herbs, like I would say, the basil, the 4 types of basil that we have. It's a lemon type, the Italian. You have the anise basil, anise. It's all that. It's like black licorice and the mint and the coriander all together. And they all have like something medicinal in it too. So if you blend like the kale or spinach and something like this, you can have like healthy drinks and you put that in your body. Yeah, it does make your body work a lot, but the thing is, it's health. It's supposed to be like that.
Now, is that why you enjoy growing them more
Yes.
so than tomatoes or what have you?
Well, the fine herbs is like mostly like they have flower to it. There's flowers at the end of it at a certain stage, and those flowers are really nice to look. You can see you're growing the plant, but you have a flower out of it, and which is still fine herbs and the vegetable. But like mostly like the tomatoes is only yellow. It's only a little flower, and it turns out like to be just a tomato, things like that. The smell is good too. I cannot say nothing because organic tomatoes, you smell it like far. You touch their leaves and they will stick to you like. But
And when you bite into one, it's organic.
oh, for sure. You don't even have your teeth in it, and you can smell it right there. You taste it even before the bite itself.
You know what? I'm not much of a salad guy, but I'm craving a salad now based on us talking about the herbs and the tomatoes and what have you. What's the most challenging thing to grow?
I would say it's spinach. The spinach in the aqua system, in the aquaponics, it's a little bit more trickier and more not complex. When I say complex, it has its own mind of the right temperature, not too much water, but just enough and things like that. So they require a little bit more attention physically, not robotic. Like you can have in my system that we want to keep it, at the basic stuff. Basic to be simple, low tech as possible, but practical, and that's it. So when you use it, everything is hands-on to be observative, which is really important. And keep it, but that's the one who asks a little bit more attention.
Based on the fact that you're surrounded by food all the time,
Yes.
it's your passion. Do you enjoy cooking, and what do you like cooking?
I like cooking what is black rice with the vegetable that I can get on depending of the time of the season too, because I can right now at the moment with the greenhouse I can have like the green stuff in it, but if I want a carrot or celery, I still have some work to do towards there because you need a bigger space. You need like a wider space to have like earth if you want to, like good one, and after that mulch and things like that. But other than that, yes, it's possible. But I like to cook all that with the red meat or mostly the chicken because it's here, and my fish. Because my fish are being raised and brewed inside here. They're organic. They're not outside. They're all like good and healthy, and it's a nice environment for them. Have them some young, and so when I eat it, I feed them. Even if they're adult, they come to me. Like they come in my hands to eat the grains and everything that I give, and they eat salad too. So it's a nice process.
You know what, Frederick? After speaking with you, I'm craving a good chicken stir fry, and I bet you could help me put together something perfect.
Absolutely.
If people want to learn more about your business, Frederick, what can they do? Website, address?
Yeah, the address, it's maxstore.com, which is directly for the retail store, or mineuraquagreenfood.com, which is the website for the greenhouse itself. They have a lot of pictures, a few videos of the what we like from the startup to the finished part.
Frederick Miner, thanks for being on the Clarence-Rockland Guide.
Thank you very much.